Hi guys, in this video we are going to learn about loops in JavaScript. So we have three loops that we will be discussing in this video, which are for, while and do while loop. So first of all, I wanted to show you here that I have two files, loops.html. So inside of it I have included main.js file, which is over here. So I will be doing the coding of JavaScript inside of main.js. So if you will see on the output screen, you will get something like this. So I am going to right click and click on inspect. So I will be able to get the output over here if I am doing the console. All right, so let's start with the video. So let's start with the for loop first. So first of all, I wanted to show you that what's the requirement of loop. Actually, if you wanted to repeat a specific statements more number of times, so at that time loops helps us to reduce number of lines. So for say example, I have a loop here, for loop, and I wanted to console a specific message 5 times. So how that would be happening? For example, I am declaring a variable here, let I equal to 1, I less than 5, less than equals to 5, and I plus plus. Plus plus means increment. So then I am going to console a specific message here, message, and in the comma I am going to write here I. The value of I would be displayed over here. So first of all, see the output, that what's the output of this. If you will refresh, you will get the message like message 1, message 2, 3, 4 and 5. So actually I was trying to repeat the specific console statement 5 times. So what I did to reduce number of lines, I used the for loop. So inside of it I have 3 statements. First of all, I need to do the initialization of a specific counter variable, then I have to check the condition, and then I am going to increment a specific value. So first of all, this is executing, then after this condition has been checked, and then after this statement is going to be executed, and at last the counter variable get incremented, and then again you are going to check the condition from here. So initialization has been done only single time, and then after the condition has been checked, then message has been displayed, and again the increment has been is going to be happen over here. Then again we are going to check the condition. So in the same way this is going to be processing. So we have achieved that we could able to display the message 5 times over here. All right, so in the same way, if you are interested to show the message using your while loop, then let me comment this one. Sorry, so I am going to comment this whole thing. So actually the usage of for loop is that we are going to repeat a specific statements up to a specific limit. We are going to give a specific condition, which is just helping us to know that how many times this statement would be repeating. So in the while loop we have something like until we are making the condition false, this loop would be executing. So for say example, I have a variable here, let counter equals to, or maybe you can use again I equals to 1, and I am going to write here I less than equals to 5. So here I am going to write the console.log, and then I have value I. So I am also writing here a small message. Yeah, so again I need to increment the loop as well, increment the counter variable. So here what I did is like I did the initialization over here, then after I checked the condition inside of this, then after I executed the message, the statement that I wanted to repeat number of times, and then I incremented the counter variable. Then again the loop would be executing once again, like here the condition would be checked once again. So again, for example, I have the value 1, then incremented, it becomes 2. So again 2 is less than equals to 5. Then again this message would be displayed, then incremented, then I would be 3, and 3 is less than 5. So until we are reaching to I equal to 5, and once it would be I is equals to 6, then the condition would be wrong. So we would no more able to execute the statements inside of this loop. Alright, so let's see the output. So I'm going to clear this console and going to refresh this. So you can see that again we have the message 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we got the understanding that using loop we are just iterating a specific statements up to a number of times. Alright, so let's comment this and going to use here do while loop. So we have do, and inside of it we are gonna first of all we also needed here a condition like let I equals to 1. Alright, then after I am going to console.log, and then I have the message, and then I have the variable I, which would be adding the value here. Then I have I plus plus, so that would be incrementing, and at last we are going to add the condition inside while. So here is while loop, and I is less than equals to 5. Alright, so what's the difference between this do while loop and while loop, or maybe for loop, is that if you are checking the condition, so until you are checking the condition you are going to execute at least once. I mean the statements inside this loop would be executed at least once. Alright, if the condition is wrong, still it would be executed. So first of all let's see the output screen. I'm going to clear this console and going to refresh. You can see that again we are getting the message. So let me show you how. For example, I have written here 6. Alright, so you know that 6 is not less than equals to 5, right? But still, if you will see on the output, at least once the statements inside the loop get executed. So we got the message 6. I mean before checking the condition we are executing these statements. Alright, so this is the quality of do while loop. So inside of it we are allowed to execute at least once. I mean the statements inside would be executed at least once. Then after we are going to check the conditions and continue the things. Let me show you one more thing. For example, we have an array. For example, we have fruits, and inside of it I am going to write some names like. Alright, so we have initialized an array. So I wanted to iterate this using for loop. So how I can do that? So I am going to write here a counter variable. For example, let I equals to 0, I less than fruits dot length. So I mean I need to check the condition that until I am getting the counter value up to the length of this less than the length of this fruits array, then this should be executing. I mean inside the statements inside the loop should be executing. So for example, I am going to console log. So here is the name of that array, and then I have entered counter variable. So actually you must know that in the array we have the indexing like 0, 1, 2 and 3. So I am going to start the index 0. So first of all, from fruits array on the 0 index the value would be displayed. Alright, then after the incremented value there, that would be I plus plus, that means 0 to 1. So 1 is again less than the length of this array. So again we will able to console this, and then again we are going to increment and then check the condition and then executing this statement. So let's see on the output screen. So I'm gonna refresh this one. So you can see that banana, apple, orange and grapes. So all the fruits has been displayed right now. So here we got the understanding that how we can traverse over array using the loop. So I think a lot of things we have discussed up till now. So in the next video we will be learning something more. So see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this video. All the links of my video courses are below in the description, which are absolutely free. So in the next video we would learn new and wonderful things. Please subscribe this channel firstly to get the information of updated videos. In the comment section you can write your feedback about the video and also write your queries if you have any. Have a nice day ahead.